PHEV powertrain offers both silence and violence, both of which suit the open-topped Conti. Bentley is moving gracefully toward an electrified future. The company's first full EV isn't scheduled to start being delivered until 2027, but for 2025, the Continental range comes with a 771 horsepower plug-in hybrid powertrain as standard. We've already sampled this in both the Continental GT Speed Coupe and the Flying Spur Speed Sedan, with the open-topped GT Speed convertible driven here completing the set. Does the electrically assisted V8 suit the convertible's laid-back vibe? Let us dive full into the video. You're a high-end car lover. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, drop your comment, and do not forget to like our video. The lowdown. The Continental GT Convertible Speed combines the efforts of a twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8 that produces 591 horsepower on its own. There's also a 188 horsepower electric motor that sits inside the transmission, this powered by a battery pack with 22 kilowatt-hours of usable capacity. It can be recharged through an onboard charger at rates of up to 11 kilowatts, but also topped off by the engine when the car is on the move. That's enough to give an electric-only range of around 40 miles in optimal conditions. Other parts of the experience stay close to those of the outgoing non-hybrid version of the GTC. The 2025 car has received a heavy facelift that sees every exterior panel changed, with the headlights gaining distinctive eyebrow-like elements. But the core architecture remains that of the 2018 third-generation model, sitting on the same platform that underpins the Porsche Panamera Turbo S e-hybrid. A vehicle-tested 2025 Bentley Continental GT Convertible Speed. Base price, $336,350. A price as tested, $TBC. A location, Cheshire, England. How does it drive? The GT Convertible Speed feels like two cars sharing the same elegant body, such as the difference in character between the two sides of its powertrain. When running under electrical power, it is gentle and almost soundless. When the V8 cuts in, it becomes anything but. The electric mode that feels like a gimmick in the GT Coupe is far better suited to the convertible thanks to the ability to combine silent running with having the fabric roof folded. Doing this unlocked a new auditory experience, allowing me to listen to birdsong and the noises of the English countryside while driving along. Certainly few people are going to buy a convertible Bentley for the ability to deliver soundless cruising, but it is still a neat party trick. Not that it was easy to keep the convertible Speed running exclusively on electrical power. Even when it is switched to its electric-only mode, anything over gentle pressure on the accelerator causes it to go into its hybrid setting and fires the V8 into life. Choosing the punchier sport dynamic mode, the one I spent most of my time in, keeps the engine running full-time. Raw performance is as impressive as in the Speed Coupe, enough to cancel out the mass added by the battery pack and electric motor, on straights at least. Bentley claims the two Continentals are just 0.1 second apart on the dash from 0 to 60 miles per hour, with the convertible dispatching the benchmark in just 3.2 seconds. That's despite a claimed curb weight of 5,811 pounds, about 390 pounds more than the coupe. In terms of performance, the biggest difference is top speed. The coupe is claimed to be capable of 208 miles per hour, while the convertible is limited to just 177 miles per hour, which might be an issue for potential buyers who commute by Autobahn, but probably nobody else. The PHEV's electrical assistance gives instant response to throttle inputs at lower engine speeds, supplying up to 332 lb-ft of torque even as the turbochargers spool up. But the mighty V8 is the majority partner in the powertrain, pulling and snarling hard as revs ascend. The hybridized Speed manages to be punchier than the old W12 and more exciting. Also more frugal. While we don't have EPA numbers, the battery capacity means many trips will be done either entirely or substantially under electric power. Slowing down is just as easy as adding speed, with the braking system blending friction and regeneration almost imperceptibly. My test car came with the standard cast iron brakes rather than the optional carbon ceramic upgrade that was fitted to the coupe we had at Potty, but these combine impressive power with easy modulation, a gently driven Continental capable of making genuinely imperceptible stops. My test car rode on Pirelli P0 all-season tires, which coped well with cold, damp conditions, but sometimes struggled to deliver traction in slower and tighter turns. The speed of the convertible's throttle response means that torque could be summoned with a suddenness that could briefly overwhelm grip. This also made it a little too easy to send the front end pushing wide despite the standard all-wheel drive system. The 22-inch wheels looked great, but the low-profile tires seemed the most obvious suspect in producing a slightly lumpy ride over rougher road surfaces, regardless of which mode the adaptive dampers were set to. What's it like to live with? The Bentley Continental exists in a rarefied part of the market, where purchases are decided by want rather than need. Color and trim are a canvas for buyers to express their personality through choices that range from subdued to outrageous. As with other members of the Continental clan, the convertible's cabin is beautifully finished and filled with special touches. I would struggle to think of a classier-feeling interior on a car currently in production. It's not quite perfect. The black plastic switchgear on the center console seems to have been designed to harvest fingerprints, as is the surface of the 12.3-inch touchscreen. Keeping them pristine will require frequent cleaning or driving while wearing gloves. Channeling my inner crotchety millionaire, I was also slightly disappointed to see plastic venting inside the beautifully finished circular metal air vents. It was a reminder that the Continental is a car rather than a sculpture. The top operates quickly both up and down and folds invisibly beneath the rear deck once lowered. Refinement with the roof up is nearly as good as in the GT Coupe, but the convertible lacks any of the smart air sculpting systems luxury rivals use to reduce buffeting when the top is folded. A wind deflector that mounts in front of the rear seats, which needs to be manually popped into place, does a good job at maintaining calm, but it is not an elegant solution. Using it also removes the ability to carry more than one passenger, although, as with the coupe, the rear seats are only suited to small, flexible occupants. Should I buy one? When it comes to ultra-luxury cars, $300,000 has become the new $200,000, with the entire Continental GT lineup now north of the former. Yet, strange as it may sound, the Bentley Continental GT Speed convertible offers good value considering the lack of direct alternatives. The Ferrari 12-cylinder Spider is pricier and only has 2 seats. Aston has yet to share details on a Volante version of the new Vanquish, and Rolls-Royce doesn't currently produce any open-topped models. Sure, the Maserati Gran Cabrio Trofeo offers both 4 seats and a generous savings, but it isn't in the same league as the Continental on performance. Or, let's be brutally honest, prestige. If you are lucky enough to be shopping in this segment, at least one version of the Continental should be somewhere near the top of your list. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you just watched, please drop your comment, and do not forget to like this video. For the latest tech news and reviews, follow Simmyideas Tech Hub on X and Facebook. For the latest videos on gadgets and tech, subscribe to our YouTube channel.